This is late breaking news from KOCO 5 News.
Good evening, I'm Paul Folger.
I'm Jessica Shambach. We're sorry for interrupting your evening, but we have some major breaking news to tell you about.
Right now, the college football world is buzzing. Twitter is blowing up with rumors because word on the street is Bryan might be headed back to Norman. And we are not talking about an NBA.
No, sir. We're getting word that Bob Stoops is looking for an O lineman. Now, according to our sources, the Big Bear still has 4 years of eligibility. We now want to head out live to a legendary coach, a man who knows a thing or two about winning. Coach?
Hey, Bryan, Coach Switzer here. I understand you got some eligibility left. I could have used a guy like you, 5-star athlete, quick on his feet, nasty in the trenches. No doubt you would have been a Heisman Trophy winner for me, or maybe an Outland Award winner. But anyway, more importantly, I want to congratulate you and Morgan on your marriage and wish you nothing but success in life. And great luck to you. And Boomer Sooner!
All right, Coach, thanks for that update.
Okay, in all seriousness, we just want to congratulate you guys. And remember this, one thing, happy wife, happy life.
There you go. Morgan and Bryan, congratulations.
So I hear Switzer wants to bring Bryan on board. When I first heard that, I didn't really think much of it. It didn't surprise me. When I first witnessed Bryan's athletic superiority, it would have to be our freshman year on the intramural football field. All season long, we had just been crushing teams, so to really demoralize them, we decided that we would insert a play called the center fly. And so as you would imagine, Bryan snapped the ball, just shed the defensive lineman like he wasn't even there, met up with the middle linebacker, gave him a little in-out oop-de-oop, floated right by him, and then of course Casey just dropped it right in his breadbasket. So it was game over after that. So that was the first time that I really realized that Bryan, he shouldn't be out here on Tuesday nights with us. He should be over in the big stadium playing on Saturdays.
When I think of Morgan, I think of the proverb that says that a joyful and cheerful heart is good medicine for the soul. Every time I'm with Morgan, it's filled with laughter, joy, and happiness. I love that her love for the Lord and people so reflects to her relationships with her friends and family. Morgan, I'm grateful to have you as a friend and so excited to have you as a sister. As far as my favorite memories of Morgan go, it's actually twofold. The first is from 2 weekends ago when we had a chance to road trip from Oklahoma City back to Dallas. On the way down, I learned that she used to be a part of the jump roping team. I didn't know such thing existed, but her skills are quite impressive. The next morning, we had a chance to grab breakfast and just catch up and share a little bit more about our lives. I'm so encouraged by her and just so excited to have her be a part of our family. My favorite memory is actually from last summer when Bryan called me and let me know he'd found the girl he was going to marry. It's a really special conversation to hear Bryan talk about the qualities that he admired in Morgan and why he wanted to pursue her with the intention of marriage. Bryan and Morgan, I love you both dearly and wish you nothing but the best.
I'm so happy for you guys. Bryan, welcome to the family. Morgan, you're everything that a brother could ask for in a sister. Growing up, you taught me so many things. You taught me manners, usually through cruel and unusual punishment. You taught me the importance of showering daily. You always had good-looking friends over, and you're always so good at remembering the parents' birthdays and just letting me sign the card. But really, you're going to make the perfect wife. You're the total package. You're a strong, hard-working woman that not only beautiful, but has a heart of pure compassion. You would give the shirt off your back to a stranger on the street, and you wouldn't even let that stranger go until you accessorized him with high heels, matching bracelets, and an animal print scarf. Bryan, you're such a stud. I'm excited to finally have a brother in the family. Your zeal for life is as powerful as your love for monster trucks. Your easygoing attitude is well exemplified by your smooth sailing across Lake Hefner. Bryan, it's nice knowing that you'll always be there to help and protect my sister. I pray that you guys never run into trouble, but if that fight or flight situation does ever occur and flight is your only option, I pray that you help my sister over the fence first.
My name is Melanie, and I've been friends with Morgan for probably like 8 years. And
Me too.
It's really hard to say just one thing about Morgan because she's so special. But I would say that she's just such a true and sincere person, and she's just an amazing friend, and she's so encouraging, and she always has a hug for you, and she's always good for a laugh, that's for sure. And she doesn't mind laughing at herself, which is great because we've had some pretty funny things happen and she can always laugh at herself, which is awesome. So I would just say that I've been so blessed by her friendship and to have her in my life.
Hi, Bryan and Morgan. This is Governor Mary Fallon, and I'm wishing you a very happy marriage and lifetime of love and success to a very special couple. Congratulations to you.
One thing that stands out about Morgan, actually it's probably a Brown trait because all of them do this, but they make life around everyone else around them better. Like one time I was having a bad day and I'd gone to bed and the next morning my toothbrush and my toothpaste was set out on the sink for me. Like, that was so precious. And you know who did that? Morgan. She did. But she takes care of everybody and she loves everybody and she's the glue of our friend group. Like, she's always keeping us in touch.
The trait that I admire most about Bryan is that he's a friend who will always be there for you regardless of what the situation is. Over the years, Bryan has been my financial advisor, my career counselor, my bodyguard at times, and even my caddy on the golf course. Because I know whenever I need help, whatever I need help with, Bryan will be there for me, no questions asked. I also want to shout out to Jeff and Nidra for being so welcoming and treating me like family whenever I've been around. Morgan, you know this, but you're joining an amazing family. So I just want to say congratulations to everybody. I'm excited and really honored to be part of your big weekend.
So when I sat down to prepare my remarks, it occurred to me a good approach to a groomsman speech is to include a story about the groom, possibly a little incriminating, definitely funny, and to find parallels to true love within that story through the use of metaphors, and then tie it all back into the relationship between the bride and groom. And so that said, one story came to mind in which Bryan and I decided to light a couch on fire. For no reason in particular, other than it occurred to us it was the most awesome and appropriate thing to do at that point in time, and it was. And I was going to take the 15-foot flame created by the couch and use it to represent the true love that burns between Bryan and Morgan. But I decided that might come off as a little cheesy, so I'm not going to tell that story. But in all honesty, Bryan, you've been one of my best friends for 10 years. I love you. I'm so happy for you. You have an amazing bride. It's an honor to be here with you guys. And Morgan, you're joining a truly exceptional family. Love you guys, and congratulations.
Hello, Bryan and Morgan. I want to wish you the very best on this special wedding day. And from Sooners in Norman, Oklahoma, many years of much happiness. Boomer Sooner.
Morgan and Bryan, we just want to say a big congratulations from everybody here at News 9 on your big day. And Bryan, just a little piece of marriage advice from somebody who's been married. Morgan is always right. Yes, she is. Get out of there, Kelly.
Bryan and Morgan, Todd Lamb here, Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Oklahoma. Bryan, I've known you for a long time. Congratulations. I've not met Morgan, but I know this, Bryan. You've married way up and out of your league. Important goal for all of us of the male species. Bryan, congratulations. Morgan, congratulations to you. The Schulhoffs are just wonderful people. I think the world of Jeff and Nidra and the entire family. So congratulations on this very special day. Thanks for allowing me to be a part of it, and I wish you just success in the future and eternal happiness. Congratulations.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kira, and I'm the lovely bride's sister-in-law. Now, I know this may come as a surprise to everyone, but Morgan is actually a very animated person. You could give her a rock for Christmas and you would leave thinking that you had just given her a trip to Hawaii. I mean, she really makes you feel good about yourself. Also, I'm not sure if you've noticed the infamous emoticons, but love me or hate me, I may have been the one who introduced those to Morgan. No, in all seriousness, I think Morgan is an amazing person, and I really admire her ability to be such a loyal friend. She just can make people feel so loved and so special. She always has your back, and she will always put others above herself. She's pretty much the best ever, and I couldn't be happier that she has found her man. Bryan is one of the most kind, generous people that I've ever met, and he's just so fun to be around. I've genuinely never met two happier people, and I just am so happy for them. I wish them even more love and happiness, and I just can't wait to see how God continues to bless them in their marriage.
Well, some stories about Bryan. I guess as we were growing up, my fondest of memories would be Bryan physically harming me in some way, shape, or form. The only times I've ever had stitches in my life were a direct result from Bryan. He hit me in the head with a diving stick at the Surrey Hills pool. And then another time at church, no less. We were walking around an air conditioning vent or something with him messing around. My knee was gashed open. And the only thing I remember from the incident was riding in the van with Nidra to the hospital or the doctor, and her telling us that we were going to make it a blockbuster night that night. So that was pretty good. We got a couple video games out of it.
Well, Bryan and Morgan, this is it. Tomorrow's the big day. The trait I came up with for Bryan is his compassion. Bryan, we all know that you are a best friend to all of us. And you also have a heart of gold. You really do. You are my best friend. I love you to death, buddy. I am so excited for you. And Morgan, your heart is even bigger. You guys are going to have a great life and a great marriage. Mr. and Mrs. Schulhoff, thank you for the festivities tonight. We are all so excited for you guys. Bryan, you're going to be such a great husband to Morgan. You really will. And I know you'll live through the eyes of your parents and Morgan's parents as well. So congratulations, and I love you, buddy, and I can't wait for the marriage tomorrow.
The quality I appreciate about Morgan is her loyalty, and I don't know if I'd call it that as much as I'd call it faithfulness. She's just always been there for me. We're 3 days apart, and she's 3 days older, and we've just grown up together and always been there for each other. And I have lots of funny stories, but most recently I had my third child, and she's always been just a great best friend and come up and help my kids at the hospital and loved on them. But this time she was at my house, and my husband was gone for work, and we had put the older two to bed, and I was feeding my youngest, and she just pooped everywhere. The baby, not Morgan. It was coming out of the diaper up to her head and down her pant leg, and so I went in to change her, and Morgan came in to help, and Morgan picked her up and held her like this, and poop's just flowing everywhere, and it's all over her fingers and all over Morgan's precious new ring, and she didn't say anything about it. She just was laughing and being sweet and helping me, and so I just know she's always going to be there no matter if poop hits the fan or what. But so Bryan, you've got a precious gem. She's a best friend. I know she's your best friend now, and I love her dearly, and I love you, and I'm so excited for both of you.
Character qualities I chose from Morgan are kindness and joyfulness. She's the most positive and precious friend that you could ever meet. You could have your least favorite outfit on, and she can compliment you so much and make you feel so special that it's your favorite outfit by the end of the day. She has just an appreciation for the small things in life, like meatloaf day in the break room and just cotton candy. We've got a lot of fun stories too, like when she called the maintenance department and asked for I-240 for a squeaky desk drawer instead of WD-40. I just love her so much, and I can't believe it's only been a year since we saw Bryan in that Easter Bunny costume and joined the kickball league team together. Here we are at your wedding day, and I couldn't be more happy for the both of you. You're the precious, precious couple, and we just pray blessings over your future family and your home. We love you.
So one of the qualities I really like about Bryan and admire about Bryan is when he gets his mind set on something, he is going to do whatever it takes to make it happen, and he's going to work very hard at making it happen. Kind of like the time he really wanted to get a pool for our backyard in Norman. That pool ended up, well, we had a great time, I'll say that first, but the pool ended up killing half our grass, collapsing, almost taking out the fence, and flooding our neighbor's backyard. Needless to say, our landlord was not very happy. But with that said, Morgan, from the first time I met you, I knew Bryan had found someone very special, and I think you guys are going to share an exciting life together. And I'm very happy for you guys. And to the Browns and Schulhoffs, thank you for putting together such a great weekend.
Hi, I'm Steve Russell. I was one of the commanders in the hunt and capture of Saddam Hussein and author of the book We Got Him. And we wish Bryan and Morgan every success in their future, and we pray for God's blessing in a long marriage.
Hey Bryan, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations. You're waiting for you and Morgan. Man, I want to just so happy for you. Anything I can do at your wedding, I mean, go dancing or whatever you need. I'll bring the food. I'll be there, man. Hey, good luck, man. Congratulations. I like to see you getting married. I want to make sure you do that, man.
We've all had some really good things to say about Bryan, so I just want to talk about our friendship for a minute because that is something that I will never take for granted. Bryan, since the day I've met you, we've been on many adventures together. Some of them have been really good ideas, a lot of fun, but some of them just turned out to be really bad ideas. And looking back, I wonder what we were thinking and what we were doing, but the best part about it is we've had a blast no matter what, good or bad. We've lived together, we've laughed, and we've learned, and we continue to grow. But with that being said, Morgan, you definitely have your hands full with Bryan. But the good thing is you've proven that you are able to match him step for step. I'm so happy for you guys. I love you both. I wish you the best of luck and congratulations.
Well, Bryan and Morgan, your big weekend is finally here, and it's time to relax. You know, I used to live with Bryan, so I've seen over the last couple of months how much hard work he and Morgan have put into this weekend. Now, 3 years ago, I moved to Oklahoma. I didn't know a soul, and I was introduced to Bryan through a mutual friend, and he was nice enough to let me move in. And he started out just as a roommate, and today he's one of my best friends, and I love him like a brother. Now, Bryan has a huge heart. He's a really caring guy. But the thing that really sticks out to me about Bryan is his honesty. And that's the thing, I always know that I can go to Bryan for advice about any situation. I may not want to hear the answer, but he's always going to be honest with me. And I think he's like that because he always wants what's best for his friends. Now, one quick story. I remember the day Bryan came home and told me about Morgan. The second he saw her, he knew that she was the one. And he tried asking her out a couple times, and she had something going on with a friend, and then I think she had her brother's wedding. And so he comes to me and he goes, "Man, what should I do?" And I said, "Bryan, in past experiences, when a girl keeps giving you excuses, she's not interested, so just move on." Well, thankfully, Bryan knows my track record, and he didn't listen to me, and he kept pursuing Morgan, and here we are. Morgan, you're a great girl, you're so much fun, and you're getting ready to marry one of the best guys in the world. I wish you guys nothing but the best. I'm so happy. I love you both. And guys, remember, when you're ready to have kids, make sure you name your firstborn after me.
I love Morgan for so many reasons. One of those reasons is just how much she genuinely loves and cares for her friends and her family, and just is willing to do anything for them. One great example of that is the day before my wedding. She had taken off to come up and help us do just wedding preparation and different stuff like that. And my two nieces had outgrown their shoes, and so Morgan very quickly offered to take them to Target and see if they could find any shoes. And while she was doing that, we asked her if she could grab us 4 batteries that were size D. And so off they went to Target to get shoes and batteries, and they finally came back. And when they did, my nieces were laughing, and so we asked them what had happened, and it turns out for the first 3 Targets, Morgan was looking for 4D batteries, not the quantity 4, but a type 4D batteries. So it wasn't until the 4th Target that my 11-year-old niece pointed out to her that I think they just needed 4 batteries, but that they were just a D battery. So they came back with a great story, the right size batteries and shoes. But that's just one of the many times that Morgan has just gone above and beyond as a friend and just loved on me and my family, and taking special time out of her busy life to be there for us and help us. And she's done that numerous times for so many of us, I know, and we just love her so much.
Jump back, throw me down. Morgan and Bryan are getting married every night. It'll be Friday night in the big town. And one other point, a female is always right, buddy. You keep that in mind, so congratulations.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this juice. Who cares, baby? I think I want